Highway White Brook 85 and Syntex 77. We are just on the Bay Bridge Tunnel right now that connects the Virginia Peninsula down into Norfolk. A 26-mile tunnel bridge system. And we're heading down to North Carolina for our 3-day hunt down there. And we're going to have a great time as always. A couple new people to see this time. You'll see that in a little bit. But we'll have a great time as always. And I just was looking on the map. I noticed that the cabin is about 312 miles from my house, and this is about 315 miles from my house. Total different directions, but about the same amount of mileage, so it's almost like a cabin drive. So we're set for our deer camp in North Carolina, and outfitter style as we get them to take care of us down here. We'll have like I said, we'll have a great time as always. You'll see the guys in the cabin, the lodge. There's a new kitchen area in there this year. We'll take a look at that and some other things, and maybe talk to Andrew, and he's the owner of Daughtridge Farms Outfitters, where we're going right now. So, hey, as I always say, grab that beverage, grab a snack, sit back, and I hope you enjoy. You got anything to add over there?
No.
Yeah.
After 700 feet, turn right, North Raleigh Street, then turn right.
I met that special guest here at the main lodge, and we looked around a little bit and then headed down the road, and that's just pretty close down to the mini lodge down the street, about a quarter mile or so, where we stayed for the last few years. It's a nice little getaway from the main lodge, a little quieter there. And here it is, kind of pretty nice. So we decided to go out to Buffalo Wild Wings that night, kind of do a little bit of a get acquainted with everybody, all the guys, 2 sheriffs, Gene, Syntex, and that special guest of ours.
Yeah, pretty much a few hours west.
There he is off camera.
Here we are, first morning, about 5:15, waiting for the guide. And we got Syntex over there, CJ, Jim, Gene, and Marcus Aurelius. That's just Mark, my brother. That's the special guest. Never been in a video. Oh yeah, along with Gene and CJ also. First morning, and we're just in here plenty early, just waiting for the sun to come up and see what happens. Of course, that anticipation first morning and first hunt, and we're looking forward to a good one. Unfortunately, we got a pack of dogs coming through here, and I think every one of them had to take a poop. And you can see they all have antennas on them for the tracking. Right before they showed up, I'm pretty sure they were chasing a coyote, which was kind of strange, but that coyote was hauling, but it was moving. So unfortunately, these dogs, I think, effed me up for this morning. And I know they're not supposed to be on this property, but I'll talk to the guide. I'll talk to Andrew about it later. But I know they definitely should not be here. So either they got away from somebody, or somebody is hunting over here that shouldn't be hunting over here. And I think in North Carolina you can run deer with dogs, and we don't do that there. That's not an outfitter thing. They don't do that. Just check the watch. It's about a little after 8:12, 8:10. We're staying until about 9:30 this morning, so we'll see. Before this, I didn't see anything. Not a bad morning. About 55 degrees or so. Not too bad. And there was my stand for the morning. Their normal box type 4x4 stand, and they're pretty nice. The chair is not quite as comfortable as having an office chair in there, but understandable that they can't equip everyone with an office chair and then have to worry about it deteriorating during the winter. So that's about it for first morning. I think I only heard one shot, and I don't think it was any of our guys. I think my brother and Sean were up this way, and I think Gene was down over there. The sheriffs, actually two sheriffs, Jim and CJ, were in a different location. They were on a management farm, I think. I'll have to check with them when we get back for breakfast. That's where we're going right now. And we'll have to see what they got. Now, I did forget my phone this morning, so of course no text messages from anybody. But it probably was a good idea, because I was probably concentrating a little bit more than maybe just, oh, let me look at my phone because nothing's happening. So yeah, first morning, like I said, I'll talk to Andrew and Thomas about those dogs, and I'll let you know a little bit later about what they say about that. So yeah, we'll go see, and Thomas will be picking us up, and he's one of my favorite guys. He's a guides down here. He's a good guy, and he's funny, and it's just, you know, one of those down-to-earth people that I enjoy having him as our guide. Stewardship Forest. Now, I don't know if the stewardship is the name of it, or it just means just the stewardship of the land itself. And over here, tree farm with wood, water, recreation, and wildlife. That's where we're at. Gene should be coming up this way any minute now, I would think, and the guide him. He's probably going to pick my brother and Sean up first, so it'll probably be a couple extra minutes. But we'll see what Gene saw, and hopefully those dogs didn't make their way down to him today. A little bit of orange just popping out of the woods over there now. And Gene coming back. And Gene is a friend of Sheriff Jim, who came along on the trip. Glad to have him. Him and CJ. Nice guys, and I appreciate their company here. Hey, here with Gene. And I guess I was wrong this morning. That sounds like that was a spike, actually, that ran past me. And it had his tail tucked down tight, and that kind of fooled me. And he was really running low to the ground, but he said he ran right down to him. Said it was a pretty good size. Considered it for maybe 10 or 12 seconds, and then let it go. And then a beagle ended up coming past. So it was those dogs that were chasing it down that way. So I guess it wasn't a coyote, but a little spike. Yeah.
It's deer.
It's a deer.
Seeing deer.
And we were back in that way, and right on the edge of a big cotton ball. I asked Thomas about that, and he said they really don't, deer don't do anything with the cotton. Maybe eat the leaves when they're green coming up, but that is it. A little hot. Yeah, why not? A lot of transport here, you know, where they drop a shitload of jet charges on. got dropped off. There's a stand up there. I'm not sure if Sean's going up to that one or down that power line more. Let's swing around. And you can see there's a stand here. I'm not going into that one. A lot of ground to cover. And going to go down around this bend over here. A little windy this afternoon, but we're in a Black Creek. You saw me the last couple of years. This is a different stand. I think my brother is going to be in that one tonight. The poltergeist stand, as I call it. I don't think they call it that, but I do. A lot of area to cover as far as edge line. A lot of the fields have been turned over. So there's mostly just dirt on there. So I would think I'm looking for the edges. And there's a lot to scan. So let's take a quick look here.
Afternoon. Gonna give it another try. Got a pretty nice box stand here, a big one. I got 4 shooting lanes. So this will keep me occupied scanning these. We'll hope something comes out. Spike down by that tree straight ahead. I bet you can barely see him. He's tiny. Tiny little rack. I barely even saw it. I thought it was a doe at first, but at least I'm seeing something. It's better than nothing. We got another little 4-pointer way down here. Way down there. So let's hope we can just keep working our way up until we hit 8 points. We are on a management farm. Evening hunt for our first trip here to North Carolina. Didn't see nothing yet, but beautiful spot. They did a nice job. Hopefully we see something tonight. And all the guys are eager. Want to start to get something, so let's hope.
It's really about going on 5:15 or so. So next hour and 15 minutes will be probably the critical time to see if something comes out. My brother up over here, he's got a doe out there around his stand. We're just really waiting for 8-pointers or better here. So a nice big one. It'd be nice to come out. One clarification on today's dogs. That was the property next to us. And talking to Andrew, they said they normally just run them on Saturdays. And he said somebody must have been off, so they ran them today. And he said he never has anybody over on that property when he knows they're going to run them. So that was just sort of a, one of them things that they decided to run them on a Thursday instead of a Saturday. So it's understood. Stuff like that happens. So when my brother Marc and Sean were standing there waiting to be picked up, they heard a couple shots from that property, and 6-point came running by unharmed. And they were unloaded at that point, and didn't try to shoot or anything like that. But nice to have a 6-point run by you, that's for sure. So like I said, we'll see what happens this afternoon, or fried chicken and homemade banana pudding. Well, just got down this it looks bright in the camera, I can tell, but it's actually end of legal shooting time. The camera's definitely boosting the light, And nice moon over here, nice sundown. Ended up seeing 3 doe. Came out about 260 yards, which would be a stretch for me, but that's not what we're looking for here. This is we're looking for 8-point or better. So we get back, and hey, as I mentioned, fried chicken time, and we'll see how the guys did. There's that nice sundown and moon out there. A pretty nice afternoon here, except for the wind, but it's all died down now.
Like this.
There you
The same hole, but he's going like this in the deer. He's trying to kill it.
You okay?
I'm
Good.
I was looking at you, what you were doing.
Here's my camera.
And he's going like this with the arrow.
Now we gotta get Andrew loading up.
So he doesn't ruin the
There we go. Some great food.
Did you get the shirt tail ceremony?
No, I didn't get that.
We'll do it again, I'm sure.
Yeah, I have a feeling. I hope I'm not involved. Here's my spot for the morning, Friday morning in Pine Tops, I think Thomas said it was. I'll go ahead and get up there, get quiet for 45 minutes, an hour, and see what happens this morning. We're looking for something good today. Just took a shot at one. It was a buck. Came out not very far, I think 50 yards or so at the most. And it's after legal shooting time, and it's early. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wait maybe a half hour or so before I look for blood. It was close enough, and I had a good shot here. So let's see if the Creedmoor did something here.
Day 2 of our hunt. So far, a couple doe come in, really small. One was okay, but someone shot back behind us. I'm not sure who that was, and spooked them out before I could do anything, or at least decide. Beautiful day, good morning. Our sceneries, a couple shooting lanes. So not bad, we'll see. Hopefully somebody out of the group gets something. At least that's the hope. But all in all, a lot of fun. Joking, carrying on. As usual, it's just like being at camp back home.
Just waiting for the guide to show. Get a little bit more brighter, the sun get a little higher in the sky, and we'll go take a look for it when he gets here. He said Sean is fairly close, so I don't want to go walking all over the place and mess him up for the morning either. I saw the other guys arrive, and our guide, he's coming up in a four-wheeler right now. Hopefully we'll just take a look, and maybe his eyes are better than mine, because I just can't seem to find any blood at all. And I know it was a high shoulder shot or a shoulder shot, and I know it means it's not going to bleed for a little bit, but I didn't see a speck or a hair. So here comes Thomas. All right, Thomas, let's see if your magic eye can find something, because I can't find anything. And it was too close for me to miss.
Well, give me the rundown. Which
Which lane was it on?
The left one. Yeah, let's go up and take a look.
Got blood? Thomas is on the scene.
Like I didn't step on it and grind it in.
Poor Tom's
right there.
Oh.
It's right there.
Okay.
Oh shit. I'm not.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I've been practicing for 2 weeks.
You've been doing 2 weeks? That's not bad, man.
Yeah, got blood off me.
Using all that.
Yeah.
Blood.
You want us to stay here? You don't want us to come with you, do you?
Well, I mean, that's up to y'all.
Oh,
I'm fine.
okay.
I might need a hand when I get to it. Blood. Hey, we got him right here.
All right. You need a hand? Is he a small one, under 60 pounds?
Say what?
Is it a fine?
Is it a fine? Did I?
He's gonna clear the weight by a little bit.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe about 70, 80 pounds.
Here he comes.
I think I got it.
Yeah, I think we can hear something, Tom.
You must have hit him good if you only went in there about 10 yards or 15 yards.
Yeah. And I thought I heard it crashing around in there a little bit. But.
Yeah.
And this thing over here, I kept walking up and down. I couldn't find a freaking thing. All right, Thomas.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there we go.
Look at that.
All right.
All right. Good job, Tom.
Oh, here he is. God damn. All right, what do we got? 4, and 3. I was thinking 7 when I saw it. Woo! Down there with him, what? He's all stiffened up, isn't he? All right.
Yeah, he is already.
Yeah.
He's cold. He's stone cold.
All right. Well, here we go. This is why we came. I may be staying in bed tomorrow. No.
Maybe.
Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Little guy, but big enough. 6 and 7. So he's gonna make a nice little European mount, I think. I think that's what I'll do with it. But got some good meat on this baby. That's for sure.
Good job, Rook.
Yeah. Thomas will bring the 4-wheeler in. We'll take him back and get some breakfast.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I texted Jim.
Congrats.
I texted Jim this morning.
He left his phone at camp.
Here's the new kitchen facility and bunk area, as well as a couple baths in this new building. You can see it looks a bit like a garage right now. It is definitely unfinished. It's a work in progress. According to Andrew, they want to put a loft up there, put some couches and some TVs for the guys that are bunking in here. It's going to be a nice space by the time next year rolls around.
Today, CJ, Gene, Jim, and Sean are going, I think, to Franklin County to a management farm, 8 and up, I think, or 4 and up, I guess.
4 and up.
And one, Gene has a shot maybe at a doe. So. And here's the old GMC ready to pick them up.
What's up? +2. We got Gene and Sean. Gene and Sean. Did you talk him into it?
Is he feeling bad for him? Is that what it is? He's feeling bad for him?
What's that?
He's feeling bad for him?
Well, if he's feeling bad for me, he ain't gonna be feeling bad after tonight.
Okay. All right. So you're going to be getting back late then, huh?
We'll see. Depends on how many times.
Yep. Well, they better go right down, right?
I hope so. That's up to them.
That's up to them. That's not up to you. No, that's up to them.
Nice to meet you, Austin.
All right. Hey, this is another one of the guys, Jackson. You mind being on YouTube? You
No,
okay?
that's completely fine.
Okay. Hey, he's
I did a little filming myself.
You do
at
so?
one time,
Okay.
So
All
I
right.
just sold my camera. I had an A6400.
Oh, nice, nice. Okay. Well,
Yep.
they're all piled up. They're ready to go.
Yes, sir.
How long a ride you got? About 40?
35.
35?
Yep.
Okay. Well, hey, good luck, guys.
Thanks,
We'll
man.
see you.
Knock him down.
this afternoon. They went back, took care of my deer, and it's already set to go to the butcher this evening, and I'll have it ready tomorrow. Of course, I won't need it tomorrow, but it'll go out with us on Sunday morning. But it should be ready either that or tomorrow Saturday morning, so it should be ready tomorrow morning. We're here for the afternoon sit. So far, the one what we have so far, there was a couple past opportunities. Some of the guys skipped over some smaller ones, bucks that they didn't want to take. We'll sit here for the afternoon and see what develops. My luck holds. Even a bigger one will come out this evening, and that's kind of what I'm looking for at this point. Kind of happy with what I have, but always could go for a really, really, really nice one, 8, symmetrical 8 or whatever, and that would be great. So I guess I'll get quiet. We'll sit here, and then we get back. I think it's chili time tonight. I think Miss Trudy said chili tonight, and she kind of was asking us what we'd like, and that kind of came up.
Alright, so I just got dropped off by Jackson at what, in his opinion, is the most scenic stand that they have. So, we'll see what it looks like. They apparently call it the Holler. Beautiful fall colors. And hoping for the best. We'll see.
Starting to get a little dim, kind of a little bit more than it shows on the camera here. Haven't seen anything yet, but did see 2 beautiful gray foxes out there about 80-90 yards, and no interest in really taking them, or I don't even know if you can, tell you the truth. But they were really nice to see. They were, it looks like it was I don't know if it was from the same brood or what, or kits, I think they're called, actually, the same batch of foxes. They were really nice to see. Great coats, a little red in the face and gray in the bottom. Really, really beautiful. We'll sit here about another 30-something, 40 minutes, and we'll wait for the pickup. I have not gotten any messages from anyone else yet about scoring, so we'll have to check as we go back. But so just waiting. This is kind of the magic hour now, so we'll see if anything decides to pop out.
Got our afternoon set. Pretty nice place. Actually, a really nice place. So we'll see. They're saying it's one of the management areas. So it has, you have to have 4 on one side, or 8 point. But it's actually 4 on one side, so once you have bigger bucks here. Should be pretty good. Everybody's in. We just got text back from everybody. Everybody's in place. So, quick look at what we're dealing with. Did nice blinds. In and out was pretty easy access. Some of them very easy access. So we'll see. starting to quiet down, starting to cool down. It's a little warm today. It's cooling off a little bit, so we'll see what the day brings. Hopefully some of us, I know Tom got a buck earlier today, a nice 7-point. So good for him. Congratulations, Tom. And we just appreciate the invite to come down here and do this with him. That was very big. Very, very much appreciated, for sure. So the guys are having a blast. Everybody's having a good time. So we'll check back in a little later.
There's 2 doe down there now. We'll just see if something else bigger comes out. But I'm not gonna shoot at a doe right now.
It's starting to get too dark to really see very well. I got 2 raccoons over here. I had a 6-pointer come through not too long ago, right when it was starting to get dark like this. But unfortunately, this is a management farm that I chose to come to, and it's 8 points and up, so had to let that guy walk. Speaking of which, I'm gonna walk myself out of here. I do believe there's chili on the menu tonight.
Rumor is going to be venison chili.
You know what? I should have taken it out. That's what I should have done. Should have taken it out.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Rice on the bottom?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Half a scoop. Thank you very much.
That's what I missed. Oh yeah, I forgot to bring this.
Couple napkins. Well, thank you, Miss Trudy. I appreciate it.
Rice on the bottom?
Absolutely.
See, with you owning, being a restaurateur.
We have a different kind of cooking. Italian.
There we go.
Like this? You know, I'm just 12 inch by 12 inch, but 16 long.
Nobody in the group here. Last morning in the stand here. We'll see what happens this morning. The rest of the guys are close by. Actually, Marc, Sean, and Gene are close by, kind of down the line over here, and we'll see what happens. They're looking for something. Last morning, a little bit of, I'd say showers, light rain this morning. Yeah, but we're covered blind. Got a nice plastic roof up there, so no drips are getting through. And I didn't even wear my rain gear because I knew I was going to be in a stand. So as long as I'm not tracking anything, I'll stay dry.
Birds are attacking me, but the deer are not. I had 3 real little guys right at the end of this lane. I'm just waiting now to see if maybe something else comes around behind them. We'll see.
Got to my pickup spot here this morning. Fairly uneventful. A little bit of that drizzle, but the stand was good, and I think from what I can tell, it's not doing anything right now. So we'll go back to the lodge for the breakfast, which I think is supposed to be grits and shrimp, or shrimp and grits this morning. Oh, never had that. That'll be interesting. If I have a chance, maybe I'll get with Sheriff Jim today. He had an interesting evening last night. He did not shoot, but he had 25 deer around his stand within a 30-minute period. And he had a monster 6-point, very, very big and wide. But unfortunately, that was a 8-point farm, so he did not take it, or did not take the shot. And next year, that thing is going to be ginormous. So here we are, last morning in the hunt. One this morning and then this evening, wrap it up here in North Carolina. I didn't get to record last night, but had a fantastic evening. I was on a management farm, so I couldn't shoot a really, really big 6-point. I ended up seeing like 25 deer. It was the last hour exploded. So let's hope today we can capitalize on it. Some of us get something, one of us gets something. They said yesterday Tom got a 7-point, so let's see if we can do something today. Our setting today is this. So we'll see how we do. Evening, heading in, and as always we'll have to see what happens, but it's supposed to be a pretty nice farm, and pretty far back in here too. It's a little bit farther walk than I've been doing, not that I care because this is all flat, but we'll get up to the stand, we'll take a look at it, and we'll see what we can see in there over the next 3 hours or so. Hey, some of my lucky mushrooms around. Well, this could be a good sign. We'll see. I should have my vest on, shouldn't I? Let's climb in and see what happens this evening. Again, looking for a nice one. As nice or nicer than the one I got yesterday. So that's kind of my target. I know my brother and Sean, I'm not sure what they may take or want to take. And my brother may take a doe. A big one appears, and not sure about Sean. So let's go and climb. I'll shut up and climb in. All set inside, and the wait begins. Saw that massive 6-pointer. That was the biggest 6-pointer I think I've ever seen in the field. It was very, very, very tempting to take a shot at that. But I got the one yesterday. This is a management farm. He's letting a couple of the guys take what they need to take. but I felt that I should really stick with the 8. So if he had a couple more points, I probably would have taken a shot at that. He was massive. I mean, his antlers were almost as thick as my wrist, just about. But I've seen a few more doe come in and out. They pop in and out regularly. I know my brother over there, he's seen some doe, and I think he's just kind of waiting, maybe contemplating taking one of them a little bit later, possibly. And I know Sean's over there, and he's seen some money doe. That's what we call them when they're under that 60-pound limit. Now you get a fine for taking them. And again, that's to let the deer grow. It's just a way of saying, just don't shoot anything that moves. If it's brown, it's down. They don't want to do that here. Oh, we'll go ahead and wait in about another half hour, 20 minutes or so. We'll see if anything else comes out, or I hear the other guy shoot, and we'll go see. If not, I think it's pork chops tonight, which I'm looking forward to. This is our last 20 minutes of the hunt. I saw a spectacular deer this afternoon, spectacular. And it'd be nice if he could pass some of those genetics on this year, because that would just make this area better and better and better from seeing him. So I'll get quiet again and keep looking down this lane over here to see what else.
The last afternoon, Jim, CJ, and Gene decided to take off and go to the Beefmaster Inn in Wilson. This is a small 11-table operation, serves one thing, ribeyes. 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, whatever you want. Jim said it was one of the best meals he's ever had. So in the area, check out the Beefmaster Inn.
Just got out, didn't see anything after that big one besides those 2 little guys, and then a rabbit came out at the end. I watched him for about 20 minutes or so, but head back, get picked up, and see how my brother Marc and Sean did. So let's go back to the truck and we'll see how those pork chops are. Got the deer, we're gonna pack her up, but we got deer stew meat. I see a roast in there. Tenderloins, your tenderloin. So we'll just once we get home, I'll repack this, and I'm gonna give some to some few friends also. Share the wealth. We had a great trip, fun time. I really enjoyed the time we had there with the 2 sheriffs, Jim and CJ and Gene, and nice to have them in camp here and just relax, enjoy, tell some stories from a different perspective. So it was nice, and of course having my brother here and doing something with him was really good, spending some time. Enjoyable for me, and maybe we'll do it again sometime. Who knows, maybe we'll come up the cabin. Of course, it's a long trip for him, but you never know. Of course, with Sean here, I always like spending time coming down here and out here hunting, and I really like that too, and eating dinners and breakfast and everything, laughing. So that was great. We didn't get a ton of deer, but we also passed up a lot of deer. I know the sheriffs and Gene passed up some deer. Sean passed up deer. My brother passed up deer. I passed up a couple doe, and actually that big 6-point last night, which I could have taken, but I thought I maybe owed that to Andrew, because he wanted to keep that a sort of a management farm, and he was doing us a favor, and this way I returned the favor to him, which was I wanted to do. He's been great to us, and I appreciate Andrew's hospitality here at Daughtridge Farms, North Carolina. And again, if you want the info, it's down below here in the description. And again, if you're thinking, he comped you. No, I paid full price for the trip, so
He's just a great guy, and we enjoy coming down here, and that's why we do. So if you're thinking I'm pumping him for something, no. I'm pumping him because he's a great guy, and he puts on a good show here.
Andrew stopped by the night before we were leaving and dropped off some swag for us. As you can see, the nice hat, t-shirt, and a little shopping bag that I need here in Delaware since I can't use plastic bags anymore.
This deer camp is over, and guess what's coming up next? I guess probably well, we'll hit Delaware in a few weeks, and then we'll be on to Deer Camp 2022 with the craziness. I think we're doing first weekend again, and then I may stay a little bit after the guys leave, and we'll see how that goes. We're still working out it. Hopefully Eric will feel better enough, because he was supposed to come on this trip, and his back is giving him some major issues. So hopefully he'll be able to maybe come up that weekend, and even if he has to stay in the cabin. So for all the guys here, this White Rick 85, hey, see you at Deer Camp 2022.